here's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. That's caught out wide by Cooks. It's a room to maneuver. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Play fake, and it's Watson. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Newton. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Newton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down, Elliott fights him off, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
He finds some open field here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And the Saints, first down.
Touchdown, Saints. It's complete. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons, 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Newton. Here's Johnson with a reception. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carry.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Off of play action, it's Watson. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Faking the give. Now Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Saints 21.
13 yards remaining on second down. 10th carry now for Elliott. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the reels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Newton. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Elliott.
You gonna like this?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Saints have cut it back within a score. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35, Saints 28. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Now Prater to add the PAT. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
Ties the game, 35-35. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit. To try.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. 8. Stop too bad. Come on, QB, come on. Here we go.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On first and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Jody Sly set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. This will be taken in by Hightower. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, 51 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check Mike 46. Go. Go. 46 to Mike. 46. Hey, watch the slant. 46, boys. 46. 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Hightower, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints on one play have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead.
49. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Newton to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
First down.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. John Hightower, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 29, Newton.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Hardman on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to go up top again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Hightower, 56 yards. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 156 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Go, go. We got 4. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh. Great.
On first down, Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working. Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Slide for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Saints 70. Falcons.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Watson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown! John Ross. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
56.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that's caught out wide by Cooks. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 1, Newton rolling to his left. And he fires one incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Elliott. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
46 the mic. Here we go.
Newton now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
At the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. John Hightower, 81 yards. And the Saints stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 15 now.
84, Falcons 69.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one.
Now Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now Newton. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game.
77.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now Watson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Hightower. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Hightower, 50 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
91. Falcons 77.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Watson going deep downfield for Ross. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did, because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st